Well, guys, fantastic Diamondback response U6C. It's a great bike. Let's go through it. So, what can I tell you? This just came to the estate. We don't need it. It is very similar. All those bikes are a couple years old. If you hop on, for example, Best Buy's website, this bike, although the newer Diamondbacks have, I think it's called like 510C or something. For all intents and purposes, they are the same bike. If you look at the frame and everything, and there really is no vast difference. I mean, this one even has a connector for your music. Not that I know a lot of people use music on their bike, but let's go through it. So what do we got here? Nice adjustable seat. You can adjust it basically forwards or backwards and up and down. The pedals are in great shape. Like this unit basically suffers from the same fate that a lot of exercise equipment suffers from. That's nobody using it, and it's in brilliant shape. Again, I've just got it here at the shop, and I'm going to put it into storage until someone comes to get it. But then, of course, you've got your upper riding bars you can hold on to, and of course, there's pulse grips, and there's even a nice padded thing there for your forearms as you get on. Now, I'm going to get on the bike right now real quick, and I've got the user interface open. So, let's stop that real quick. And so basically, when you hop on the bike, you're presented with this manual, and you can see there's different programs. There's interval program, and what these basically means is they're a combination of rising resistance levels and time. So you can hop on the bike and you simply push quick start and then have it go, or you can pick programs. So for example, it's on programs right now, so we'll scroll through it. So there's the interval program 1. Number 2 is a hill climbing 1, hill climbing 2, 3. There's a fat burning 1, and then it goes through. So let's pretend you pick the fat burning program. You push enter, and then start, and then off to the races. So as you're riding here, I'm riding right now, and basically there's very little resistance right now at the start, because again, it is in the first part of the program. But as I'm riding along here, you'll see time is advancing, and if I want, I can get my pulse. Now I'm going to have to, unfortunately, I have to put both hands on the pulse bars, so we're not going to get a pulse. Just give me 1 second to put the camera down. So you can hear me talking here. I'm getting my pulse right now. Just give me 1 sec, guys. You're going to see, I'll lift the camera back up in 1 second. There we go. So there's my pulse at 74, and I've gone 33 meters. Nice thing as well is you see that calorie counter right there. Well, the calorie counter is nice because let's pretend you went to Burger King and you got yourself a Big Mac or a Whopper, I guess, and you wanted to burn off 500 calories. Well, you could hop on your bike, pick your program, and then once you had, so for example, I've already burned 7 calories, and you know, and the associated speed that I've got going with it as well. And so, you know, you could basically put this bike on and start riding it while you're watching TV. Now, you can't see or hear it, but there's a mag drive that increases the resistance. And the resistance has very much so increased as I've been doing this. And again, that's part of that program. So what can I tell you? Now, I'm not going to continue further, but if you push the stop button, it basically freezes your progress in time. So let's pretend you had to stop and, I don't know, answer the door or come back another day. You can do that. And then you can just reset everything just like so. So pretty simple instructions. There are speakers here if you did want to hook up an iPod or any other audio device. There's just a little jack right there, which is pretty easy to use. There's also little toggles here if you want to put your iPad itself on this tray. You can, like if you want to watch TV or Netflix on your iPad, that's easy to do. And you know, you can adjust the handlebars just like so. There's a little adjustment in the middle there. And it's a great bike. It's not a lot I can say on the fact that it's a great bike. So, I've taken some photos, make sure you study them, get higher quality in this video. But as I said, if you, I'll hop on, I'll take this video for a sec, I'll pause it and show you what I'm talking about on the Best Buy website. Because that bike, the new version of this bike is like 800 bucks. So, let's go do that. So you can see here, guys, this is the current Diamondback upright on Best Buy Canada, and for all intents and purposes, See that bike there? It's practically the same bike. The only difference is instead of having round runners on the bottom, these ones are oval. And and there's a water bottle holder, but everything else is the same. And you can see it in the description. You know, for example, this is an old listing here, because again, this bike's about 4 years old. But so we start off with 16 levels of resistance. So 16 levels of resistance. LCD display, which we have, headphone jack, yeah, doodly-doo. Oh, the only thing this bike does not have is a cooling fan. But hey, if you want to pay that plus tax for a cooling fan, rock on. Anyway, it's a great bike, and you'll be pleased to own it. And like I said, it's like a Corvette that was bought in like 1975, put in a garage, and never used. You wouldn't care how old it is. It's a Corvette. In this particular case, these are premium exercise bikes, and you know, nothing's new under the sun. That's why, I mean, they have to change it up a little now and again. Like, you know, you ever notice on cars, one year they'll put different headlights on it and stuff, but same car. Anyway, food for thought, guys. Let's wrap the video up. There you have it, guys. Like I said, pretty much identical. Now, here's the thing. As far as pricing is concerned, I am not going to ask $800. But at the same time, I'm not going to ask $50. I'm going to ask a reasonable amount of money based on the fact that this bike, it presents like new. Really, it has not even been used. So the best part is you're going to get a deal at the price I'm talking about. Now, it's important you understand, and please listen carefully on this. I understand you are going to be tempted to offer me less, but it is probably best that you simply not communicate with me. The reason I say it is that I am not going to be moving on the price. So in the time it takes for you to send me an email, you know, making me an offer, I will likely sell it to someone else, and you will not get this bike at this excellent price. There are lots of exercise bikes on Kijiji, for sure. All of them are dirty, have issues, have people that take a long time to get back to you. It's basically not as nice an experience. And in this case, look at this great user interface and this nice video tutorial. There is value in that. And if you appreciate that, you will want to get a hold of me. If you don't appreciate that and you want to deal with someone else, great, go do that. Because you can tell by the quality of this ad, I sell this kind of stuff all the time. And I always get what I'm asking for. So I don't hate to dwell on this so much, but there are some people on Kijiji, folks, who just are clueless when it comes to what I've described here. And so I just have to make it very, very clear that the price is the price. That being said, when you reach out, I'll find a time in my schedule that's very flexible. You'll come out, you'll see it's exactly as described, because you simply cannot make this stuff up. Delivery will also be an option because, I mean, let's face it, it's a reasonably sized unit, and you may not have a vehicle big enough to move it. What can I say? It's a good option. Anyway, folks, this is going to sell quick. If it's to you, great. If not, then I wish you luck finding what you want. But in that, if you like what you see, send me a text, email, or phone call, and I'll sell it to you. Thanks, folks.